I dream of it, amongst the wild threads of history and the myriad of paths. My path saw the Imperium rise from the ashes left in the wake of the Great Revolt. Thou shalt not make a machine in the likeness of the human mind. With that commandment, new avenues of human potential were explored. Mentats, Suk Doctors, Sword Masters, and the mystical Bene Gesserit Sisterhood. But it was the navigators and their monopoly on space travel that set the conditions for the Imperium. But I am telling you of the universe you already know. Let me describe the one you do not. In this other universe, my mother, Lady Jessica, consort to Duke Leto Atreides, gave birth to a daughter, a girl they named Ariste. Because of her obedience to the Bene Gesserit, Lady Jessica is trained as a truth-sayer. Because of that training, Lady Jessica was able to detect Dr. Yue's deception. Because of the forewarning of his betrayal, House Atreides survived the Battle of Arrakeen. Because of their survival, the Emperor declared a full-scale war of assassins. Because of the war, the Sardaukar were deployed to ensure spice shipments continued without interruption. Because of the Sardaukar, the Fremen were eradicated. There was no Muad'Dib, no Lisan al-Gaib, no Kwisatz Haderach. I see a universe where I, Paul Atreides, was never born. All my visions lead to horror, except this one. This one leads to you.
Approach, prisoner. Show yourself, child. Have they told you what I am? Then I will sift your words for lies. Let's begin. Where were you born? A music world, a grand center of the arts. The Order of the Imperium is rooted in the Farfreluches. A place for every man. There is always work to be done. And millions like you to do it. You had a mentor in your youth, trained by one of the schools. Who was your mentor? From the failed house of Ginaz, I assume. What a waste that whole affair was. The test is almost complete. Have you spoken truth? Come here. Kneel. Put your hand in the box. I hold at your neck the Gomjabar, the high-handed enemy. Don't pull away or you will die. Great plots are afoot in the Imperium, and the currents of intrigue run deeply. Arrakis is the key, and the Fremen are missing. You will go to Arrakis as our agent, prisoner. You have one task. Find the Fremen. Wake the sleeper. Everything depends on this. Do you understand? Good. You speak truth. But here is the rest of it. There is only one rule. Keep your hand in the box and live. Withdraw it and die. An animal would gnaw off its own hand to escape the pain. And we can only be served by humans. Find the Fremen. Wake the You will know when it is done.
You're wrong. It's just an off-world. No, not the Al-Shaid Ahadi. No, Arista said it was just a dream. I agree, but she is almost Sayadina. Now you will know a thing that few but the Fremen have seen. For many, the last thing they saw before they were slaughtered. Speak of our escape. Twin comets in the sky. Is this what you wish? To waste time in idle chatter? Your first... I am Xantara. My companion is Noctua. Now, shall we discuss our escape? A portable rocket, I surmise, based on the damage. No doubt the work of some desperate and dangerous outlaw. One with a burning hatred for the Emperor and all he represents. But there are so many fitting that description. We're going to need one of their ornithopters. Their protocol is to remain aloft and kill anything that moves from above. That's where you come in. If you can slip back onto the Proteus and locate the command module, you can activate the captain's personal emergency transmitter. He's a noble. They're not allowed to let him die. Leave the rest to me. His Majesty's Imperial Sardaukar care for naught, and certainly not an errant prison crew bound for the slave pits that we are as vermin. Yeah. Now go, and be quick. The Mother Storm is... Twin comets in the sky. The Fremen name for it translates as the sacred. It is the miracle and inimitability of prophecy. You found them, off-worlder. When the Sardaukar began their jihad, they hounded us across the desert. Some of my people were caught out by a passing wing of Sardaukar thopters. All they could do was take refuge in the cave and be ready for the assault. The assault never came. The Sardaukar used with damaged still suits and dwindling supplies. We toiled for days, and all the while we could hear their death chants. Red the night, dusky sky, an auspicious place for your reap. Whatever black fate awaited you in the Harkonnen slave pits waits for you no more. You are free from the bonds of servitude, free to pursue a new destiny, whatever that may be. There's a way through the barricade, because I dragged your corpse from the wreckage and sealed you in that cave while you recovered. Because you do not be concerned, off-worlder. I expect very little of you beyond... We're going to need one of their ornithopters. Their protocol is to remain aloft and kill anything that moves from above. That's where you come in. If you can slip back onto the Proteus and... He's a noble. They're not allowed to let him die. You must kill them. In other circumstances, their water would be a valuable resource. But with the Sardaukar here, we do not have time. Only those that get in your way. Think of it as a kindness. They will not survive Arrakis for long. Yeah. Now go. Stick to the shadows, off-worlder. The heat of the sun is deadly to the unprepared.